All right, so part two, I kind of want to talk about gaining your drone license and what you should. So, as I was saying, the rules are changing really fast, and I really believe that soon, honestly, if you don't have your drone license, you're going to be really limited to what you can do with your drone, even just as flying it around. And plus, if you get your drone license, then you really can take full advantage of your footage if you ever want to sell it or use it to promote a business or anything like that. So I think it's really worth it. So let's check out on the website what you would have to do to get your license. So again, I'm back on the FAA website. Here is pretty much the main page that will give you the different things you would have to do to get your license. So first of all, you have to be at least 16 years old to get a license. So that's something to keep in mind. You will have to take a test initially to get your license, and then your license will be only valid for 2 years. Then you'll have to take another test every 2 years to keep your license active. And I believe that the main reason they're doing that is to make sure that we keep up with all the rules, all the rules and all the changes that have been happening recently. So pretty much, I wanted to show you, yeah. So once, the next step would be to schedule your test. So honestly, even before starting to study, I would go ahead and schedule the test, even if it's like a month or 2 months out, because at least I'll give you a deadline and something to really follow. So if you click on this PDF here, this will open the list of all the testing centers in the United States. So pretty much pick your state, pick your city, call the phone number associated with the closest location to you, and pretty much put it down on the calendar. Just pick a date and schedule it. So then you'll really have a deadline to follow. So then, let's say that now you schedule it, then now what? You have to start studying and make sure you get prepared. So the test is 60 question, 2-hour test on the computer. And here is another PDF from the FAA website where they'll give you all the reference that the test could cover. So that's a lot of stuff. And even though they have a really good PDF that they can provide you, they will reference to a lot of different things. And honestly, when I saw all that, I just thought to myself, there must be a better way to study for this, instead of like going and pulling all those different references and really study them all. So then I went on Amazon and pretty much found this test prep book. So I know there's a lot of classes out there, and honestly, all you need is this. I'm not being paid by those people for saying that. I actually got this book myself. It's below $20, and it has everything you need to study for this test. So I'll show you. So that's the book that I was mentioning. So I got this book before I started to study for the test, and it really has everything you need to know. They will also provide you with a lot of question samples. I mean, probably actually at this maybe 100 or so. So you really get to learn the material and then practice as you go. I think they also provide you with this. So this is actually, you will actually have that with you at the test. Not you won't bring it, but they'll have one for you there. And pretty much this is just a reference where they will ask you questions, and they'll be like, hey, look at figure 22 on page 34, and then ask you a question about that. So for example, you'll have a lot of the sectional charts, which are pretty much maps of the United States showing you different airports, and they'll ask you a really precise question about the location of an airport or the different airspace. Or they will also ask you to locate some towers, or ask you if you can fly your drone in certain areas. Or I mean, really, they can pick a lot of different. There's a lot of information on those sectional charts. So really, you'll have to spend a decent amount of time studying and getting used to them, because you can't just wing it. Honestly, you would have to study and get used to those before you can take that test. So yeah, I mean, if you go through this book, which is not that big, honestly. If you go through this book and you refer to this for your questions and practice, I mean, I think you'll be fine, honestly. And that's what I did, and I was able to take it. I think I scored a 90%. So okay, let's say that you took the test, you passed it. So the next step is that they'll give you a letter pretty much from the test center with your information and telling you that you passed the test. So let me show you what you would do. So going back to this main page, you would pretty much have to go back to here, and that's the link that you would follow to actually get your drone license. So if I click on this, this will open this website. So that's the portal actually where you will do, you would apply for your drone license after you pass the test. So first you'll start by registering, which will just be pretty much creating an account on this website. As soon as you registered and after waiting 24 to 48 hours after you took your test, you will be able to start applying for the license. So if you use, again, they will ask for an exam ID number that you got during on that paperwork that they gave you after the exam. By using that exam ID on this website, they will able to pull you from the database and find your score and that you passed. And once you do that, you will be able to follow the steps and actually submit your application, and then within a few days you will get a temporary license, and then after that they will send the final license by mail that you will get it at your location, at your house. So yeah, that's pretty much it as far as getting your license. Again, you will have to take another test every 2 years to keep your license active and really stay knowledgeable on the new rules coming up. But I think that this is all you need to know to get started and get your license. So that's about it about how to register your drone and how to get ready and take your drone license. I hope that you got value from this video. If you have any question as far as the process for either registering your drone or getting your license, please make sure to leave it below and I'll make sure to get back with you. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.